You might break a heel on your shoes. A button might pop. It's not a matter of will it happen, it's just a matter of when.
Have you seen any differences or similarities in what you taught your children growing up that you've put into this program at LCCM?
Pretty much fundamentally what the development with Destiny's Child when it comes to artist development. One of the things that we do that's different, we practice failure. And the room always gets quiet. But what does he mean? I can assure you, during a performance, the mic is going to go off. The track might stop. You might break a heel on your shoes. A button might pop. And our artists practice that's going to happen. So they're prepared when it's going to happen. It's not a matter of will it happen, it's just a matter of when. That's the important part. Yeah, my mom and dad, country folks, man, my dad made $30 a week as a truck driver and convinced the white folks to let him have the truck. And he'd go tear down old houses and sell all the wood, copper, aluminum. And you buy
with their truck.
With their truck. With their truck. That's the important part. My mom was a colored maid, $3 a day, $15 a week, convinced the white woman, all her friends to give all the hand-me-down, all the clothes. And on the weekend,
sell the clothes.
She would make quilts.
And sell the quilts.
$150 for a quilt.
The fuck? Back then, that's bad. That's insane amount of money.
It gets better. Beyonce's granddad, Sir Davis, my grandfather, her great-grandfather, my grandfather, who I knew, he owned 200 acres of land. I was checking in a hotel, and a young man was rolling boxes I had of books for a signing party. And I said, young man, this is the longest hallway I've ever seen. And he looked at me and he says, Dr. Knowles, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Everybody expected Blue Ivy Carter to trend after stepping into the Met Gala. But nobody expected the internet to completely explode the way it did. At first, people were calling her elegant, confident, and already carrying herself like a superstar. Cameras followed her everywhere. Social media pages reposted every angle. And within minutes, fans were already saying she stole the entire event. But then the mood online shifted fast. Because instead of only talking about Blue's look, people started asking a much bigger question. Why was a 14-year-old suddenly standing at one of the most exclusive adult celebrity events in the world? And once that conversation started, the backlash against Beyonce became impossible to ignore. Some critics accused Beyonce of pushing Blue into the spotlight too early. Others claimed this wasn't just a family moment at all. According to internet speculation, this may have been the beginning of something much bigger behind the scenes. And honestly, the deeper people looked into it, the messier the conversation became. The biggest controversy centered on the Met Gala's reported age policy. For years, people online have repeated that the event became strictly 18 and over back in 2018. The reason supposedly had to do with the atmosphere of the event, the fashion environment, and the adult-centered nature of the night itself. So when Blue Ivy appeared on the carpet, social media instantly started questioning how it happened. Some fans defended the situation immediately. They argued that exceptions probably exist for celebrity families attending together. Others said people were overreacting and acting like Blue had shown up somewhere dangerous. But critics weren't buying that explanation. They started claiming Beyonce's influence may have played a major role in getting approval behind the scenes. And once people remembered that Beyonce served as one of the event's major figures that year, the internet completely lost it. That's when the jokes started flooding social media. People began calling the rumored exception the Blue Ivy Clause, basically implying that rules suddenly changed because one of the most powerful families in entertainment was involved. Whether that rumor was true or not didn't even matter at that point. Online debate had already taken over, and what happened next only added more fuel to the fire. The attention quickly shifted toward Blue's actual appearance. Some viewers thought she looked incredible. They praised the styling, the confidence, and the way she handled non-stop cameras at such a huge event. But others felt uncomfortable almost immediately. Critics argued the overall styling looked far more mature than expected for someone her age. The designer outfit, the dark shades, the polished poses, people online said the entire presentation felt less like a teenager attending with family and more like a fully launched celebrity debut. And then came the sunglasses moment. That single detail somehow became one of the biggest talking points of the entire night. Viewers noticed multiple people around Blue appearing to gesture toward the glasses, while photographers shouted directions from every angle. But she reportedly kept them on anyway. And weirdly enough, that tiny moment changed how many people viewed the situation. Some fans believed the glasses were actually a sign that Blue felt overwhelmed. They argued she may have wanted at least one layer of privacy in the middle of non-stop flashes and cameras. Others interpreted it differently. They claimed the sunglasses added to the ultra-polished image Beyonce's team was supposedly trying to create. Either way, people couldn't stop talking about it. And underneath all the fashion debates was a much deeper concern that kept surfacing again and again. Was Blue Ivy being introduced to fame too quickly? That question hit hard because the internet has watched so many celebrity children struggle after growing up in the public eye. People pointed out how media-trained Blue already seemed during interviews and photo moments. Some viewers praised her confidence. Others thought she looked nervous beneath the polished exterior. A few clips even went viral showing her adjusting her jacket and shifting awkwardly during photos, which many people said reminded them that she's still just a teenager trying to survive an insane amount of public attention. But what really intensified the speculation were Beyonce's own comments. During interviews, she repeatedly described Blue as ready, and that word stuck with people. Ready for what exactly? Ready for bigger appearances? Ready for music? Ready for Hollywood? Or ready to officially become part of the Carter family empire? That's the question social media became obsessed with. Because over the last few years, Blue has slowly appeared more and more in public projects connected to her parents. Award show appearances, voice work, dance performances, public events, major fashion moments. To supporters, it looks natural. She grew up around greatness, so of course she's comfortable in those spaces. But critics think something else may be happening. They believe Beyonce could be carefully building Blue's public image step by step before eventually launching her into entertainment full-time. And then the rumors involving Matthew Knowles made everything even more controversial. According to online speculation, Matthew allegedly feels Blue may be entering intense celebrity culture too quickly. That shocked a lot of people immediately, because this is the same man famous for building Destiny's Child into a global powerhouse through extremely strict discipline and non-stop preparation. For decades, stories about Matthew's management style have followed him. Former group members publicly discussed intense rehearsals, brutal criticism, and overwhelming pressure behind the scenes during the group's rise. Michelle Williams once opened up about battling depression during that era. Other former members also described the environment as emotionally exhausting at times. So when rumors surfaced claiming Matthew might now worry about Blue facing pressure too early, people online immediately called the situation ironic. Critics started saying maybe he understands the darker side of fame better than almost anyone. Some fans even speculated that because Matthew spent decades watching young performers deal with pressure, he may genuinely fear Blue becoming consumed by celebrity culture before fully growing up. And honestly, that theory made the conversation feel much heavier, because suddenly this wasn't just about fashion anymore. It became a debate about childhood, fame, branding, and legacy. What makes the entire situation even more interesting is how private Beyonce herself has become over the years. She rarely does major interviews now. She keeps large portions of her personal life hidden. Public appearances are carefully controlled. So people found it strange seeing Blue suddenly placed front and center at one of the biggest celebrity events on Earth. Some viewers saw it as a beautiful mother-daughter milestone. Others saw it as strategic. And the more people argued online, the more divided everything became. Supporters say Blue Ivy looks confident, talented, and completely comfortable around fame because it's the world she grew up in. To them, criticizing her appearance feels unfair and overly harsh. But critics think the entertainment industry has a history of putting too much pressure on young stars way too early. And because Blue carries one of the most famous last names on the planet, every single appearance instantly becomes global news. That kind of attention can change a person fast. Now, people are wondering if this Met Gala moment was simply one glamorous family memory, or the official beginning of Blue Ivy becoming a full celebrity in her own right. And honestly, nobody truly knows the answer yet. Maybe Blue genuinely loves the spotlight. Maybe this is exactly the future she wants. Or maybe she's still figuring that out while millions of strangers debate her life online in real time. That's what makes this story so complicated. Because underneath the designer outfits, viral clips, and internet arguments, there's still a teenager at the center of all of it. And the pressure surrounding her is only getting bigger. So now the internet remains completely split. But maybe that's exactly why everyone's talking about it right now. Some people see a future superstar being born in real time, while others think the industry is trying way too hard to manufacture the next big icon before the audience is ready. Either way, one thing is obvious: this debut didn't go unnoticed. And in today's entertainment world, attention is everything. So what do you think? Was this the arrival of the next generation of entertainment royalty, or just another perfectly engineered viral moment? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this debate is getting heated fast. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more viral controversies, celebrity drama, and internet stories the mainstream won't fully explain. Because trust me, the next story might be even crazier.